What's good? It's Andrew from ProducerSociety.com. Today I'm talking to you about what I think are some of the best accessories for GarageBand users. In my list I included 9 of them. And each one of these I own and I use them all the time. So I'm going to talk about each one, some of the best features and why I like using them so much. But anyway, without wasting too much time on it, I'm just going to get right into it. So the first one I would say is the Irig HD2. This is one of the first pieces of gear I ever bought in terms of music production. The Irig HD2 is a nice little piece of equipment because not only is it small, but it's very compact, and it just makes recording your guitar parts in GarageBand a lot easier. I also own audio interfaces like the the Focusrite 6 USB, which is also a great option, or the Scarlett is pretty great too. However, I use the Irig HD2 the most just because of how small and compact it is. If you've read my other articles and watched my videos on it, I don't like the fact that it's made out of plastic. That's definitely not my thing. But all in all, I use it all the time, and I really enjoy it. I like it. I use it almost every day, I would say. The next thing on the list are the KRK RP5 Rocket 5 G4s. It's a lot of words to say. These are obviously computer monitors. These are the newest generation of the Rockets. A lot of people, they have the G3s. The G4s are just as good. They're practically an industry standard at this point. These are great monitors. I highly recommend getting them. If you don't want to get ones like these, you could get maybe the iLoud micro monitors, which are really nice too. They're made from IK Multimedia. But you're not going to go wrong with these monitors, frankly. Now, you could get cheaper monitors of similar quality, but I can't vouch for them personally. But I know you can get these, and you definitely won't be disappointed. They're definitely good speakers. They're well built, and they do the job well. So those are good to have. The next thing, and this is probably the coolest thing on the list, is the Akai MPD226. This is a drum pad. This is a programmable drum pad that essentially utilizes the skill that we all have, which is finger drumming. You know, most people that get into this and that get into beat making and music production, you know, pretty much all of us, I would say, were finger drummers. You know, I know when I was in high school and in elementary school, I was always like drumming on the desk and upsetting people around me. You can probably relate to that. And this is a device that essentially takes that and turns it into an actual legitimate creative process. So the Akai MPD226 is dope. I really enjoy it. Akai does a really good job of making cool products. Like their stuff is really colorful and intricate and well designed. It's made out of hard plastic. And it's programmable, and I really enjoy using it. You know, it's a lot of fun to use. You can check out, and I think I forgot to mention as well that there's a lot of this stuff. I've got a review and a basic tutorial on how to use each one of these. If you just check out the article, I'll put the link in the description as usual. Excuse me. But yeah, this is a lot of fun to use. I highly recommend getting one. The next one is the Samson Q2u Microphones. It's what I'm using right now. The Samson Q2u, I really like this thing too because it makes recording audio a lot easier, and it makes it a lot more convenient. It's not the best quality microphone in the world, but it's perfect. It's perfect for a number of things, including, you know, just recording vocals if you need to, podcasting, making videos like I'm doing right now. And the setup of getting this thing to work is just so simple, right? Like you just plug it into your computer and it's ready to go, and that's what makes it so good. And the fact that they've included a lot of other stuff in the box with it makes it a really great option because you get the stand, this thing. You get an XLR cable. You get those are the main things. Those are the main things that you get that make it a great option. You also get the foam guard, which is another good move. But overall, when you buy the Samson Q2u, it's such a great. There's so much value for what you pay for. That, I don't know, it just seems like a no-brainer to me, man. Like the Q2u, you're definitely not going to go wrong when you buy it, for real. It's a great mic. Great package, too. Also, the Melodyne 4 Studio. This is the only software that I included on the list. I just recently started using Melodyne 4. If you watch my videos, and you've probably seen me mention it before. But the Melodyne 4 Studio is really cool. I really have enjoyed using it so far. It's essentially a pitch correction software that it does not only pitch correction too, it does a lot more. And it just makes it allows for you to edit and adjust audio while retaining the natural human quality. And that's essentially what it does. Like, it does a really good job of doing that, which is one of the great reasons why I think it's worth getting. There's 4 different packages that you can get. You got Essential, Assistant, Editor, and Studio. I would recommend getting either the Assistant or the Studio. So the Studio is the most expensive option, but that's going to give you everything, and it's really great. You can always do a demo version too on their website if you want to try it out. But the Assistant is the most amount of value for the price because you get all the main features while being the cheapest. So I would say either get the Studio, just go full ham, get the Studio, get everything, or get the Assistant. That's the best move to make, I would say. But as I said before, you can check out my other articles on all this stuff because I really explore each product in detail and let you know what's good. These headphones, the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros, these are easily the best headphones I own. They're fantastic. They're great for these are for your home studio. You know, these aren't casual listening headphones. So if you need headphones for your commute to work or you need headphones for in the gym, these are not meant for that. Not only do you need a headphone amplifier, or I guess a better way of saying it would be that you need a headphone amplifier, or you need an audio interface in order to really get them to shine. So assuming you're into music production, which you probably are if you're watching this, you likely have an audio interface. So you just plug them into the audio interface, and then you control the volume with the gain on the interface. Some people have said that an audio interface like the Scarlett 2i2 doesn't have enough power to actually power them. I haven't found that to be the case. I found that the audio interface does just fine for powering them and getting them to work well. And not only is the sound quality top notch, but they're also extraordinarily comfortable. So I would say these are better than the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. However, with that said, the thing about the Audio-Technicas that make them sometimes a better option for people is the fact that you don't need an audio interface and you don't need a headphone amplifier. So that's why I usually say that the Audio-Technicas are the best to get for someone that's into music production, because they're just a little bit more versatile. But if you're willing to compromise, if you're willing to accept the fact that you can't use, or rather you just want headphones for the home studio and that's their primary purpose, then I would get these. These are the DT990s are definitely top notch, and I really like them. They're super sick. Some people say they don't like the way they look, but I don't know. I think they look sick. I think the black contrasted with the gray looks great. And this is easily the least sexy product on this list, the Seagate Backup Plus 1 terabyte. This is an external hard drive, and I can't tell you how much I use this thing, especially as all these computer makers, they move away and away from, that's a weird way of saying it, but they just continue moving away from having a computer that has a big enough hard drive to hold all your files and all your music. You know, everybody wants to put you on the cloud, so you pay for this subscription model, which I'm not too fond of, but I don't want to turn this into a rant. But the Seagate has saved me many times. I put all my files on it. I got all my old stuff on it, all my old projects, old YouTube videos, old photos, videos, etc., etc. And it's good for not only keeping your computer, keeping all your files safe, but also just keeping it fast and keeping it cleaned up and making sure that you always have enough space to make videos and do whatever you want on your computer. But yeah, that's a good option. The next thing is the Acorn Master Key 49. Now, this is kind of a funny one because a lot of people will probably ask why I recommend this one over some of the more expensive and frankly superior models of the 49 key keyboard. However, the reason why I recommend this one is because it has a lot of range and it's also very inexpensive. So that's why I recommend this one over others, because this is kind of like a great introduction to music production. With that said, if you're willing to spend more money, you want to spend more than $200 or something, or around that, or even, way higher than that, then you should probably get something else. You could probably get a better keyboard than this, but this is the most amount of value for the price, I would say. And finally, as another weird inclusion on the list, but an iPhone. So if you're using GarageBand and you have an iPhone, you know how great it is to have these two softwares compatible with each other. So you have it on the GarageBand on your computer and on your iPhone. And because of the way everything is synced up now, the compatibility between the two devices makes it so great. Frankly, it just makes it really great. Like, because you can sync them all up, and it's such a nice way of streamlining your creative flow and giving you the ability to make music on the road if you want to, and then just exporting the project files and getting them into your the DAW on your computer instead. So yeah, that's all for this list. These are some of the best products I would say that you should get if you're looking to kind of get some extra gear. But other than that, that's all for this video. I hope I didn't run out of space. I don't know if you saw that prompt warning before. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. It seems like my channel is finally growing, even though it's still quite small. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.